Hello and welcome to Wally Gisnet. My name is Ben, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Liam.
Hello, Ben, and hello, listeners. Today, we just wanted to release a quick channel update since it's been a few weeks since we've had a release. And we just wanted to let you know what we've got coming up on the horizon and some changes coming to the channel.
And it's definitely not easy to put out content to fill in the gap between actual content we've made, is it, Liam?
Not exactly, no. So as you may be able to tell, we have recently discussed Frozen 2 and are working on that. It will be released and with you soon. But you may have realised that since our last podcast, Disney's latest animated classic, Encanto, has been released. Now, we have both seen Encanto. No spoilers for our opinions on that. That is our very next recording project and will be with you after Frozen 2.
Liam hasn't even told me his views on it, which I'm frankly very angry about because I need to talk to someone about it.
But after Encanto, that is Wally Gisnet all caught up with the animated classics. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to ask you, what would you like to see us discuss? Shall we move on to Pixar films? Shall we look at DreamWorks films? Or should we take more of a scattershot approach, covering all sorts of films here and there that we may have seen? I know on the podcast before we've mentioned The Thief and the Cobbler. I think that would be a really interesting film for us to look at, but obviously it doesn't really fall neatly into any categories of Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks. And so yeah, we wanted to throw it out to you, the community, and see what films do you want us to cover. Is there any format you would like us to take going forward? Wally Gisnet's list of animated classics is not restricted to a Walt Disney animated classic.
And of course, we're not limiting ourselves to Western animation either. If you want to see us take on any big anime giants, not literal anime giants, animation house giants.
If you want to see us discuss Attack on Titan, it's probably not going to happen.
But in the meantime, we have lots of other stuff we want to talk about. So not only have we got Frozen 2 and Encanto coming up, we are going to have a Sexy Character Showdown tournament. We have 60 films now with Encanto, and we are going to do an elimination-style, round-by-round tournament to decide who is truly the sexiest character across all the Disney animated classics. So that's coming up. Look forward to some very uncomfortable and unusual discussions, which I really feel has typified Wally Gisnet's animated classics as a podcast.
And talking of uncomfortable discussions, one thing I would love to do is for myself and Ben to discuss with each other our own top 10 of the films we've put onto Wally Gisnet's animated classics so far, and seeing maybe where we disagree at some places.
I think if we have 5 of the same ones, it'll be a miracle.
I mean, I'm looking at my ordered list right now, and I can tell you we do not have 5 of the same ones.
I haven't even written mine yet. That's very disconcerting. Lastly, we also have some stupid video edits coming up. Our mashup of Always Sunny and Frozen remains our most watched video on YouTube, so I'm just going to keep trying to tap that gold mine, baby, and see what stupid stuff sticks.
And finally, since the Wally Gisnet animated classics release schedule will likely be less frequent moving forward, we were discussing the type of short form content that we think people might be interested in, and so we've started working on a few videos looking at some of the concepts that are really quite integral to these animated classics. So one video looking at what makes a good I Want song and some of the great examples, another video looking at what makes a great sidekick and our favourite examples. And as always, we want to know, what do you think would be great topics for us to look at and discuss?
Top 10 Jafar moments. To be honest, that's the only thing I want to talk about.
The top 1 Jason Alexander performance in a Disney film. And even then, I'm putting it on the list reluctantly.
So once again, thank you so much for listening to Wally Gisnet. We're really excited to be putting out a lot more content in the coming year or so, and we'll join you next time for Frozen 2, and then we will be talking about the hot off the press Encanto.